Opportunities are opening. That's what I want to say to you. If you've landed on this video, this is a message of what's in store for you over the next 3 months. And I have to say, the energy is strong. I'm seeing movement, momentum, doors opening. So if you feel called to watch this video, then this may be a message for you today. As always, take what resonates, leave what doesn't, and always use your discernment. I am seeing that you have been through a season or a period of time of really cleansing old energy, but it feels like ancestral energy. It feels like themes that have been coming up in your family and they've been repeating, and it feels like you have broken the cycle. That's what I'm hearing. The cycle is broken, and it feels like there's a lot of cleansing of the root center. So identity, being in survival, money, security. I'm also seeing how you relate to people with fears of abandonment or rejection. And it feels like all of this is just transcended. And I'm seeing this vision of this door open, but the door is above your head. It is in spirit. There is this white light. It feels like opportunities have already opened for you in the field because you've cleansed this survival energy. You've actually moved out of survival and you're entering this season of expansion and almost enjoying life. I want to say that you're going to be relating to life in a completely different way because you're no longer in the energy of how do I get this? Or when is it my turn? Or how is this going to work out? You're now in the energy of let me experiment with life. Let me play with life. I don't care so much about needing to, again, it's that survival consciousness of I don't care so much about trying to get somewhere or get something, if that makes sense. It feels like you've shifted into this energy that feels lighter. It feels more open. And I feel like things are going to be moving very quickly for you. So over the next 3 months, I definitely see career opportunities opening. I feel like some of you listening to this are meant to be seen. I'm seeing a stage, I'm seeing TV. So maybe some of you have your own YouTube channels. Maybe some of you are performers. There's definitely this theme of being seen or being on stage. And there's kind of this I don't care energy. Like previously you would have really cared about judgment from other people, being seen. Are your gifts enough? Are they going to actually give value to other people? Like there was all of this questioning around your purpose, your gifts, your light, your message, your movement, again, I just want to say like performance, but from a place of connection, from a place of artistic expression. And now you are settled because you don't care about all of that conditioning surrounding your purpose. Now you're entering this season of I am who I am. And I'm just going to give this life everything I've got. So it's this beautiful open energy. And trust me, there is such a strong sense that life is going to meet you exactly in that place. That openness, that expansive energy, that I'm no longer going to be unconsciously focusing on what could go wrong, but I'm actually going to be focusing my attention and energy on what could go right. And I'm going to be moving from predictability to possibility. And I just feel so open and expansive in that place. And life is going to meet you there. I feel like the one thing I want to say to you is expect the unexpected, because I really do feel like maybe in the past you've been a planner. You've been trying to plan how to get from A to Z or plan how to make your dreams a reality. And I want to say to you, ooh, throat center. Okay. Self-expression, living in your truth. I want to say, release the need to have a plan, because I really do feel like for you specifically watching this video, what you desire to be your reality is going to happen in a way that you least expect. So I want you to be open, and I keep seeing these doors open. That's the metaphor. So maybe you've been feeling that already. Maybe the doors have already been opening for you. Maybe you can just feel that you're on the precipice, on the cusp of things happening and this opportunity happening. And I really just have to say, approach this with no attachment whatsoever, no expectation, no attachment, no preconceived ideals of how something is going to happen or how you need to specifically show up, but more so get curious and be in awe with life. Be in awe of, I don't know how this is going to happen, but I'm just connecting to the knowing that it is, that I am, that I will, that I am becoming, and just really anchoring into that energy. So there's been a lot of root center themes, a lot of ancestral clearing. Okay, let's see. So before I jumped on, I pulled 2 cards. The first card was Foresight, and there's a picture of an eye here, so that might be relevant to some of you. Pay attention to things that are important to ensure wealth. Be far-sighted and alert. This is wonderful. So you are going to be seeing things that you weren't seeing previously. What I'm being shown is that opportunity has been waiting for you, but you've not been ready to hold it. It's almost like you've had this knowing, actually. I feel like I'm speaking to someone that's known what they're here to do and how they're here to do it. And maybe that doesn't resonate with some of you, but I do feel like the majority of you watching this video, you've known what you felt called to be and do in this lifetime, but you just haven't known how, because you've been in this energy of, well, who am I to do that? It's like you felt that you've had to be chosen to go into that thing that you know you've always wanted to do. Whereas now you're seeing that the choice happens within, that the choice is your decision to show up in that way. And then life will revolve around that choice as a result if you're fully backing yourself 100%. And I do want to say to you, over these next 3 months, see what would happen if you 100% backed yourself. If you fully got behind yourself, every cell and fiber of your being said, I am living for my dreams because I know that that is meant for me. I know I can make it happen. And just watch how the world responds to you differently. The people, the opportunities, the ideas, the insights. Wow, I literally have vibration running through my body because I feel like you are going to have an influx of opportunity. And I do feel like money is coming through strongly here as well. So I do feel like you're entering more of a wealth season because, again, you've moved from survival into embracing your natural and inherent gifts, not looking elsewhere or comparing yourself to other people as to define what it is that you're here to do. But I feel like finally you're like, I'm just doing this for me and I'm just going to go out there and I'm going to make it happen. So the far-sightedness here, you're seeing things differently. You're seeing things differently. And I also feel like this is the long-term game in mind. You've shifted from short-term gratification to really seeing, okay, if I keep doing these little steps consistently, I'm going to stay in it for the long game. So don't get distracted and keep going. You are on the right path. Trust me with this. And then the other card I got was Money Tree. Dreams come true. You will get what you have long desired. Enjoy your wealth. Guys, you would have not been able to enjoy the wealth that's on its way for you from your previous energetic standpoint. You've entered this season of no longer being in survival, which is allowing you to actually enjoy the abundance that life has to offer. Oh, 111. That card just had to come out. This has been coming up a couple of times recently. There are other cards in the deck, I do promise you. So the card I just pulled, 111, Intuition. Insight, serenity, harmony, clarity, joy, momentum, self-awareness, initiative, unconditional love. Now is the time to realize your long-held ideas. Can we see that there's this theme of something that you've been wanting for a long time? I really do feel that. I feel that everything that is coming into fruition in these next 3 months for you is going to be this momentum. That's the word over the next 3 months, is momentum and opening doors. And I feel like it's stuff that you have known that you've wanted for a long time, and now it is in action because you've moved out of survival. You're on the right path to turning your dreams into reality. The right people, circumstances, and resources are coming together to support you. Happiness and new opportunities are within reach. Trust the journey and have faith in the process. I just love that so much. I want to do one of these cards because this deck is the Heart's Desires. And I really do feel with this group who I'm speaking to that you've just wanted this for a long time. Like, you've invested so much thought and dreams and love and excitement, even without realizing. I feel like some of you have just been daydreaming about when your dreams will become a reality without even thinking, how are they going to become a reality? But that has been investing energy into this, into this vision. Okay, I've just had like 3 cards come out, and I really do feel like all of them need to be noticed. Okay, I'm going to go with this one first. So rejection. Didn't I say about the abandonment at the root center? Abandoned, dismissed, irrational fear. This is the energy you're moving out of. I feel like the ancestral fear that you've really overcome is really to do with abandonment. I don't know why that's coming through so strongly with you specifically. Your fear of being abandoned by the family, by those that you love. I feel like a lot of you watching this will think differently to the consensus, to the hive mind. Some of you might be able to really see that the world and society is not designed for humans to thrive. And so you've never quite felt like you have a place in it. And you kind of always feel this slight disconnect, but you don't want to leave the group because otherwise you will be outcasted. And I feel like now that you've dissolved that fear of being abandoned, you can see that you can actually never truly be abandoned, because first of all, we're all connected as humanity. We are in this collective unconscious. We have a one mind, a shared mind, although we do experience that from a personal, unique perspective. we are in this together, and I feel like you are going to be finding your people. It's almost like you've been so afraid to leave the nest because of leaving the people where you come from, but that is actually the path that's required in order for you to find the people that you're actually here to serve, and not only here to serve, but those that you're here to walk along the journey with. I'm being shown a tribe, like just a tribe of you all walking in the same direction, and you're stepping into really finding that tribe of people. Maybe this is why who I'm speaking to is designed to be seen and designed to be on stage, because you're actually there to find a collective group of people, more people than you can actually currently comprehend. And you're about to move forward with this energy, but you needed to release your fear of being abandoned in order for you to fully step up into service in this way. And now you're able to step up into service. It also says dismissed here. And this is really interesting. And I really feel called to like lean into this because, and the image here as well is in black and white. It's a woman's face, black and white, and her eyes are hidden, which is interesting because that first card we got is an eye. So it's almost like before you were dismissed. Maybe you were dismissed in the way that you express yourself. You tried to express your truth or your worldview or certain ways of operating or things that you were seeing or sensing or just thinking, and it was dismissed and people called you crazy or people called you weird. And so you kind of hid yourself, and you hid what you were able to see for yourself because no one else could see that for you. And now you're really, oh, I've got goosebumps. Now you're like, it doesn't matter. It's not even like you're fighting against those people that dismissed you. It's more like you're just realizing that that no longer needs to hold you back. So it's a really positive energy. And I really feel like you have got so much supportive energy behind you, really guiding you forward. Like I really see this energy of like this big white hand, like white light pushing you from behind. And so I do feel like some of you listening have had doubt. And that's almost a core emotion that you've experienced, is doubt around your path or how you're going to get to where you want to go. And again, I'm circling it back to this long-held desire. It's always been there. You've known it. Maybe you didn't know the details of it, but I do feel like you've always had that connection to that essence. And I feel like now you're really being guided by higher intelligence to move forward despite the doubt. It is going to help protect you and move you forward even if you do feel doubt. But I do feel like with a lot of you, the doubt has dissolved because the doubt was only really coming from your fear of abandonment anyway, or being outcasted. The second card I've got here is ecstasy, chasing thrills, excitement, good time. This is because you've moved out of survival. This is the energy that you're moving into. I feel like you're already in this experimentation phase. And these next 3 months for you is really about play, experimentation and play. It almost feels like you've just come out of this cage and you're realizing that there is so much to life than what you've previously been allowing yourself to experience. And allow is a key word there that I want to emphasize. It's not that that wasn't available to you previously, it's that you unconsciously were not allowing yourself to experience the abundance, the play, the love, the joyfulness, the awe, the bliss, everything that life has to offer. Whereas now the blinders are off and you can see it. So you're almost going into this adventure. If you think of the tarot deck, this is kind of like the Fool card, but I also see that you're a little bit further along than that. It's not like you're right at the start line. You've already started in this process, but there is going to be an energy behind you that's really amplifying this adventure-seeking energy. And I really do feel like I'm seeing you get into new environments. So for some of you, you might actually be traveling. This could be virtually for some of you. If you're doing something online, I feel like you could be getting new customers or clients or connecting with communities, peers in different groups, but overseas. There's definitely this international connection here. For some of you, this could be in person where you are actually traveling overseas. And it feels like this branching out because I'm speaking to someone that's not supposed to stay in one place. You are supposed to spread your seed of light across multiple countries, okay? Some of you are going to be doing this through books, some through YouTube, social media, some through actually visiting these places and going into certain communities to give back or to bring new light or perspective to these places that you go to. But I really do feel like who I'm speaking to is not meant to be stuck in one place. There is a really big theme. I've got so many goosebumps running through me right now. There is this big theme of movement for you guys. big theme of movement. Movement is important for you. You are not supposed to stay stuck. And if you do stay still for too long, it becomes self-destructive. You need to move. And I'm not saying never be in stillness, because obviously stillness creates spaciousness and it allows space for thought and insight and all of that to come through. So still continue with the meditation and all of the things. But it feels like movement actually brings more out of you. I feel like it brings out your creativity. I feel like whether you are exercising, whether you are just experimenting or creating or taking action or speaking to people, it's like movement is very important for you because it brings out more of your artistic side. And I do really feel called to creativity in this reading. So some of you listening might really feel that you are creative at heart, and maybe that has been caged in up until this point, and now you're ready to explore what that creativity looks like. And it's all kind of this battle between, you know, it's that whole, what's that thing that artists, let me know in the comments. What is that theme around being a starving artist? Okay, a starving artist is kind of that thing where a lot of, you know, that is a paradigm that exists in this collective unconscious, is the starving artist, where creativity and art can sometimes feel really hard to do that alongside making a living. Now, I feel like this is for another video. This is so nuanced. I could go into so many different perspectives. Obviously, that is not the truth, okay? You can absolutely make a living from your art, but the way that society is structured, it doesn't necessarily support or uplift art over certain other professions, like maybe law, accountancy, things like that, doctors. So it kind of feels like art is seen as more of a rarity to succeed in it than it is in other professions which have more of a solid standing in society. But again, don't get me started on that. There's a whole, it's just completely backwards. But anyway, so I feel like you are ready to express your art, and it's because you've transcended that survival paradigm where you're no longer in that starving artist. I also want to say to you that you can express your art alongside other things. So whether you are running a business that isn't actually artistic in nature, but you can apply a creative lens to it, like you can create space in that business or in your job, or maybe you create a hobby, maybe you start an Etsy page, whatever it is, there's just this real strong message of you can be an artist alongside whatever it is you're doing, or you can bring art and creativity into what you're doing. So really just honor that however that lands. The third card I just pulled out was Divine Masculine, Yang Masculine energy. This is the fire energy that I'm feeling. This is the momentum. This is going forth. I feel like I want to do another numerology card for you. I swear, since I've got this card deck, I've only had the same like 4 cards coming out on repeat. It's crazy. It's really, really crazy. But obviously there's a specific, you know, theme going on. Okay, 5555. This is new. Thank you. Listen to me. This is a new card. I haven't had this one before. Okay, there's actually 3 cards that have come out. So some of you might be drawn to numbers because this is the most number cards I've ever done. So you might specifically see numbers a lot. So this resonates with you. 5555, clarity, transformation, change, opportunity, momentum, can't write this stuff, process, success, adaptability, and achievement. This is so delicious. You are not a victim of circumstance. You are a beneficiary, enriching your life experience. Guys, this is moving out of the survival paradigm that you've been in. You're no longer a victim to your circumstances. You are, in fact, the influence that gives form to them. By embracing and adapting to change, you're setting yourself up for long-term success. Again, there's that theme of long-term again. Trust that everything is unfolding for the best. You are achieving your goals and everything will work out perfectly in the end. This to me is really saying the long term is in mind. That's a big theme throughout this reading today. It's the long game. So stay consistent because you are on the right path. Just keep trusting yourself. One foot in front of the other. Hold your vision and know where it is you're going. Know where your heart is calling you into and guiding you into, and still have one foot in the present moment, being present with whatever arises and taking one step after another. So it gets to be a long game, and it gets to be a case of being present with the step-by-step process whilst you're in it. Okay, the next card, 8888. I'm seeing, this has been coming through quite a bit lately, but lion energy, fire energy, lion energy. Again, some of you watching this might have fire energy in your chart. Leos, or it could just be symbolic energy that you're really embodying right now, but it's this lion energy. And I feel like I want to say, you've got your eye on the prize. Just like a lion sees its prey and then it takes a step back and it gets ready and it refocuses and then it jumps for its prey. You've had your step back season. You've had your step back season. The last year for you has been figuring out the next steps, taking a step back from certain commitments, maybe relationships, maybe work, kind of being in this energy of, I'm not sure, I don't know, this unearthing energy. Maybe a lot has come to the surface. I am seeing water, ocean specifically. So for some of you, you might have been spending time by the ocean. I do feel like for a lot of you watching, that has been very good or cleansing. But also I feel like this is symbolically telling me that you've been navigating choppy waves, like unpredictability. And that's what the last 12 months has been for you. There's been a lot of cleansing, and it's because you've been clearing the root center, survival themes, money themes, identity themes, attachment themes, the way that you've attached to your family, your parents, transcending what they've been able to achieve for themselves. And you don't fear the outgrowing of your family or the outshining of your family, because you know that you are here for you and you can be the light for your family. You can be the light and the beacon of what's possible for other people. Whereas before, you kind of held yourself back because of an unconscious fear of being abandoned or rejected by your family for going for what you want. Some of you might feel that you've been quite misunderstood in life. And so maybe your parents or your family don't understand what it is that you want to do or the profession that you're in. And so you've kind of felt like you could only tiptoe around it. Whereas now you're like, I'm going full in. There's definitely this commitment, all in energy. And so what I'm really feeling with this is that the cleansing has happened, the step back has happened, and now you're going for your prey or you're going for your prize. So keep your eye on the prize. And that also makes sense of why I'm seeing this eye and why this other card, the rejection card, also has the eye theme in it. If that feels relevant, that really does feel relevant. Some of you might have had some eye issues as well. I'm just seeing that come up, some eye ailments, styes, things like that. So that will resonate with some of you, not with others. Take it or leave it. Okay, personal power. I'm so excited. I could literally get up off my chair and do a dance right now, but I'm not going to. Okay, personal power, abundance, prosperity, strength, harmony, confidence, wealth, empowerment, epic romance. All that is good and pleasant in your life is about to multiply. Oh, this is so good. Angels are sending this number to reassure you of the prosperity and well-being that lie ahead. It's because you're putting yourself first, guys. You're meeting your needs. You're allowing life to fill up your cup, and then you get to serve from the overflow. This is beautiful. Your surroundings will treat you with admiration and respect. That's got that lion theme again. Use your personal power for the greater good. Whoever's watching this, you are going to be an example for other people. Other people might look at you in 6 months' time and say, how did they do that? How did they go from there to where they are now? So you're going to show people what's possible because you've connected with your power. Okay, the next card I pulled, oh my God, guys, 1331, good fortune. Okay, if this reading doesn't activate you and just make you just want to go and grab life by the horns, and I don't know what will, because this is so, so good. I've literally got so much good energy running through me. Okay, guidance, clarity, major change, self-reliance, individuality, comfort, prosperity. Trust in your skills and talents. They are the keys to a bright future. If any of you have doubted your skills and your talents, like I mentioned at the beginning of the reading, this is the time you're embracing them, okay? A piece of valuable advice, a moment of clarity, or a comforting message is headed your way. Everything is aligning in your favor and success is within reach. This is just so delicious, honestly. I'm so happy. Whoever has found this message today, I am so happy that you found this message. When you connect with my energy, when you watch these videos, when you connect with me on my channel, you will probably feel my energy activating you in some way. Because one thing I've noticed about me is that when I enter someone's life, it's because they are ready to connect with their truth. They are ready to let go of anything that is not the most undeniable version of who they have come here to be. And so if you've landed on this video, if you've landed on my channel, if you're subscribed to this community, it is because you're ready to be activated into your truth. And I truly wholeheartedly feel that. And last night I was just sitting there and I was like, I really feel connected to my videos being an activation of some sort. And being around this space, being in this community, it will help to strip you from anything that is not your truth. It will help to liberate you. And so you're probably feeling this. So even when you interact with these videos, you're going to be activated in some way, shape, or form. It might not be instant, but it might be, you know, a few days down the line, few weeks, few months, whatever it is, but it feels like you are going to be activated by watching these videos. And so that's just really exciting for me. Okay, offerings. You will be offered a new position or investment opportunity. Think about it and research it carefully before accepting. People or someone might be, or a brand might be coming to you for collaboration. So they might be reaching out to you. And again, I feel like this is really tying into what I was saying about expect the unexpected. Someone might be reaching out to you with an opportunity. And because you've got the long-term game in mind, you are going to think about it more so than the previous version of you. I feel like the previous version of you would have said, yes, I'm going to take any opportunity because I'm just ready to get going and really express my energy and get into this momentum. Whereas now you're like, okay, does this align with my long-term goals? I'm not just going to take on any opportunity just because it's there. I'm going to really think about, is this what I want? So you're no longer just doing it because it's coming your way. You're really thinking, is this true for me? So if an opportunity does come up, really research it. Really ask, does this serve me in the long run, in my 10-year vision? I just pulled the success card, you guys. Success, choosing the right direction and actively overcoming difficulties. You're on the right track. And I'm seeing a trophy. There's a trophy in this image. That to me, again, eyes on the prize. Eyes on the prize. Whoever is watching this, you're on the right path and it will lead you to success. That's the energy that I'm feeling. Take one step after another. Have the long-term game in mind, stay connected to your vision, trust the momentum, trust the direction that you're being pulled into, expect the unexpected. And it really feels like this is a good path for you, for your success. Really does. Okay, I feel like this is going to be the last one. I've actually got a call to attend to very shortly, but where are we? 28 minutes, yeah. I've really got to go, but I'm enjoying this. Okay. Joy, the joy card. This is number 30. I don't know why I felt really cool to say that. 30. 3 plus 0 equals 3. The number of creation, the number of expansion. So joy. You're entering your season of joy. You're really entering your season of joy. I feel like I want to do one more. What should we do? I want to do one more. I think it's got to be this one. Yeah. That's what I'm being called to do. This is a really positive energy reading, guys. This is like, you've got this. Believe. You're believing in yourself. You're backing yourself 100%, and you know that. Someone listening to this, just me saying that you believe in yourself, you're going to feel your heart go, I just felt, me saying that then, I just felt an exhale from someone watching. If you did feel that exhale, let me know in the comments, because I do love it when I feel those little moments of how you guys are experiencing these videos and these readings. I just love to know if you did actually experience it in that moment, because it's just wonderful to have that feedback and to just really hear. So let me know in the comments. But it feels like you're like, yes, I do believe in myself. All those times, all of those years, all of those days and precious hours and minutes and seconds that I spent questioning my worth, doubting myself, unsure, spending time in uncertainty, confusion. Who am I to do this? I feel like that doesn't exist anymore. You found your self-belief. You found the part of you that can back yourself 100%. And guys, that is your essence. That part of you that backs yourself 100%, that is your essence. That is your essence. It's not your ego. That is your essence. But it took the time it took because it took the time that it took. And there is nothing wrong with however long it took, however you questioned yourself in the past, it doesn't matter. It was all meant to be because it was. And so you can just really relax in the knowing that you've done the work. You've done the inner work. You've faced the challenges. You've confronted the stuff, if you know what I mean, the stuff deep inside, the thoughts, the questioning, the confusion, the emotions, the challenging relationships, all of that. You've confronted it. You've leaned into it. and you're now through the other side. This next 3 months for you is going to be momentous, okay? Really, really just a lot of momentum here. So just trust the path, trust the journey. Guys, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway was. I really enjoy seeing how these readings really support you in your own journey. I get so much joy and love from reading your comments. I really, really do. If you do find value from these videos, click the subscribe button because it really does help me as a growing channel to get these videos out to as many hearts and minds as possible. Thank you so much for watching today, guys, and I'm so excited to see you on the next one.